team, man. Like, is there anything that you like, you know, like what was it like? Like there's a picture in Kobe's office that I saw, and you know, I saw the parade, you know, and that's like one of the things I watch. You know, I watch if there's ever a clinching game, I always watch. I don't really like watching the finals because the past 3 years I feel like we should have been in that position. But I'll watch the last one to see a bunch of things, what it's like in a clinching game, the after. Then I always watch the parades, and I want to ask you, like, you know, what is that feeling like to have the? Because I saw it; it looked crazy on that picture.
The biggest thing I learned my first year. I mean, I had gone out with a shoulder injury, but getting to even sit back and then play the following year and winning, that you finally start to understand like that level of sacrifice and how hard it is to win night in and night out. But then you get to, you know, a 7-game series, a 6-game series, you're playing a team that you've gone over their sets a countless number of times, you've watched their film, you know their tendencies, bigs and smalls, you know what the coach is gonna run after ATOs, sideline out of bounds, baseline out of bounds, halftime where they're gonna come out with the first couple plays, what their rotations are gonna be. So like, you understand all of that, and that becomes such a part of you. Like you start having a cerebral brain, and it's your recall is always gonna be there because you've gone over it so many times. But you realize that nothing matters but the team. Like, you just have to go out there and be yourself. You're there for a reason because of that attention to detail, because you put the time in, the stuff that we don't see, what everybody doesn't see behind the scenes. And I think, kind of like Mike said in The Last Dance, like it becomes a vice, it becomes a drug. So like, you know, I've had my moments here when, you know, and I've actually spoke to Draymond about this after having so many battles with him. Like, you know, when you go from the top and, you know, you're kind of, you know, at the bottom and rebuilding, you know, those habits that you broke so long ago and you did that for the betterment of the team and you sacrificed, like, you don't want to fall back into that.
Yeah.
And I think that's the hardest part for me. So like, first of all, thank you for being here. But like us getting this back and that sort of a feeling again, I think that is what, you know, really excites me most. So when you talk about, you know, those closeout games, that's what I think about is like, we have that togetherness, we have the ability to play multiple ways, and I think that's a big luxury that we have in different lineups. But I think that's the strength of us. The strength of the team is the team, and our willingness to sacrifice for one another and be there for one another is going to take us, you know, to that next level, because there is nothing like a closeout game, but for damn sure there's nothing like a Game 7.